at Minneapolis International Airport as a result of Iris as well. So let's take a look at the latest radar conditions, and you can see the snow will be coming to an end though in parts of Minnesota later on today. Kind of a quick moving system bringing all kinds of different elements with it. It looks like a little bright banding possibly here on the radar image right on the state line between southern Minnesota and western parts of Wisconsin. Just rain for you in places like Milwaukee as well as Chicago. We've got the snow in northern parts of Michigan. We've got the rain in southern parts of the state. And as we move through the day today, we're going to kind of watch this evolve with more of a wet system than anything else. It will be a quick mover as it pushes towards the eastern Great Lakes and then eventually moves over towards the northeast as we head into tonight and into tomorrow. But you can see even by 9-10 o'clock this evening, pretty much everybody in the upper Midwest and Great Lakes will be done with this system. How much snow are you going to get out of it? Well, maybe an inch or two, maybe 3 at the most in the Twin Cities. A little bit heavier up into the Arrowhead of Minnesota. A little pocket here in central Minnesota, maybe around Rhinelander and into the Wausau area that could reach those 5 to 8 inch marks, but I think those will be a little bit more isolated. The heavier amounts as it moves into the northeast will be with elevation in upstate New York through the Green and White Mountains, and maybe just some minor accumulations into northern parts of Pennsylvania, but a little more concerned about some freezing rain there. Pittsburgh, by the way, has just warmed up. You had a little freezing rain earlier, now up to 33 degrees. While we've got sunshine into the northeast, we are expecting those clouds to continue to filter on in and a little snow later on. And there you can see some of that purple indicating where we have some of the freezing rain.
Take a look. St. Louis, we'll start off with you. It is going to be a battle zone for this area. We have ice conditions possibly starting as early as Friday morning. Friday, it really kicks in. Saturday, a little bit of rain, but notice those temperatures stay very cold. 34 degrees are the highs for Friday and Saturday. Icy again on Sunday and then rain to Monday. But now models are kind of fluctuating with this. We still have cold high pressure building into the south, bringing in these very cold temperatures. That's indicated by the purples and blues. But watch this very narrow boundary. It stalls out. So this area can fluctuate depending on what the models decide on. This is what we're going to be seeing. Some areas could see more ice, some areas could see less ice. It all depends on the setup. So we have this warm moisture lifting up from the Gulf of Mexico. It'll be overriding this cold air that's already in place just north of that front. And right there, that's that battle zone area. There's an icy mix of cold air, maybe even a little bit of thunderstorms as well as this very unstable air mass continues to drift over the area. Now right here, I want you to watch as this purple area encompasses the same cities over the several days. So Amarillo, Dodge City, you start out at Friday seeing some freezing rain. Oklahoma City, Kansas City, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. All these areas are still possibly going to see it Saturday into Sunday. Again, it may be a little bit less, but again, the models will decide that. We'll be back. We'll gradually lift up as far north and impacting D.C., New York, Bridgeport, Connecticut, even Binghamton, New York. Now, these forecasted highs, you start off very warm. Notice our forecasted highs. This is for Thursday. They're getting closer to 60 degrees. This is in early January for the records are still very, very warm. We're going to be flirting with a lot of them, possibly even breaking them. So temperatures right now, here we go, 18 degrees in Binghamton, 33 in New York, 30 in Philadelphia. And we'll watch as these shades of green a little bit further south will start creeping a little bit further north, taking over these spots of the blues and purples. 26 for today on Binghamton, 51 in Charleston. But watch Charleston as we get through the next several days. You're starting to warm up at 54 for tomorrow, 45 in Burlington, and even it starts encompassing even further north. Now 64 in Charleston for Thursday, 62 in D.C., 57 in New York, 50 in Buffalo, and the temperatures continue to warm up until we get to Friday. That's when we start seeing those purples and blues working their way back south with 29 in Binghamton. So New York Metro, the 7-day forecast, watch as we start very warm in these orange bubbles right here. 59 degrees is your high for Thursday. We drop back down until we stay a little bit more stable through next week. Jackie, back to you.
All right, well, we're taking a look at the winter battleground across parts of the southeast, and it feels like spring is starting to take over. Really incredible warmth is beginning to surge into the southeast and will build over the next couple of days. It's hard to believe my kids are out of school today in the Atlanta metro area as our temperatures are now way up there into the 40s after starting the week in the ice box. The southeast is going to be ending much, much warmer, so that cold air is departing now. Big trough building in across parts of the west, which means the east then builds the ridge, and that allows the warmer air to begin to push into the region. So you'll really notice the difference. The next couple of days, you'll be peeling off the layers progressively throughout the week. Temperatures in the 40s. Raleigh today, after closing schools to the start of the week, it's 64 for your forecast high in Montgomery. Look at all the 70s expected by tomorrow. Tallahassee 73, New Orleans getting up there at 75 degrees. As we head into your Thursday, I think this is going to be the day where we really begin to peak those temperatures out with widespread 70s in the deep south and plenty of temperatures in the mid 60s as far north as Nashville. Incredible. And we'll still stay on the warm side on your Friday here, but notice the slightly colder air beginning to try and make its way in here by the end of the week and into the weekend as well. Well, we've got more happening in the southern plain states, Liana.
I know that winter battleground continues. Now here's the potential record highs over the southern plains. This is for tomorrow. Now watch again, these temperatures will just start off fairly warm before plummeting again. So today, here you go, 46 in Kansas City, 28 in Minneapolis in those purple colors. A little bit further south, 67 in Oklahoma City. Over the next several days, we'll start seeing that transition from cold to warm and that very sharp boundary. 56 in Kansas City for tomorrow, 62 in St. Louis, 73 in Oklahoma City. Now tomorrow, here are your forecasted highs. We're in the upper 70s for Houston, Dallas, Midland, Texas, and Galveston, Texas as well. We'll be near our records, maybe not quite breaking them, but still very close. Thursday, we'll see those temperatures start dropping with those purples and blues starting to dig a little bit further south. Now across the same area. Now we do have still some gusty winds, but they aren't as strong. We aren't seeing any 100-mile-per-hour winds. We are seeing gusts at 37 miles per hour at Kansas City, but on average, we're seeing even a little bit further west, Casper, you're sitting at 35-mile-per-hour winds sustained with gusts near 50. And Denver, you're at 17, Amarillo at 17. And those purple colors, that's where those stronger gusts are actually lying. So Indianapolis, you're at 28 miles per hour, gust at 36 across the area. So here we go. Now the airport delays, we still have some delays in those oranges and reds. Chicago, Minneapolis, you're also seeing some. A little bit further west, San Francisco, you're also seeing some delays due to wind. So let's take a closer look. Chicago, you're having a grounded stop, right? Right now you're seeing some light rain. The delay is about 2.5 hours. And in Minneapolis, you're seeing